Holy fucking shit. I just saw something on Twitter that actually made me happy. I know, what a rare concept. But, so, completely out of fucking nowhere, G4, yes, G4 posted a video on Twitter that said, well, hang on, let me just show you. It's going to take me a minute here to do this in Streamlabs OBS, but don't you worry. I'll get it running. Okay. All right. Just look at this shit. Like, when I saw this, I was in complete fucking shock. Like, I was not expecting this at all. This came out of nowhere. When I saw this, I'm sorry I didn't capture, but oh my god. Like, guys, you have no... Oh, I'll just let you see. Yeah. Like, I can't believe it. G4 is coming back in 2021. Now, when I first saw this, I think I almost had a fucking heart attack from how excited I was. Because I think it's fair to say nobody saw this coming. How, until maybe, I'm recording, maybe until about a week ago. Or not, or was it even a week ago? Okay, so I remember on the Game Awards Twitch account, Jeff Keighley was doing a Q&A session, and he talked about, and someone asked him a question about G4, and he said, I think it might be pretty interesting if G4 came back. What would it be like for today's modern age? And I thought, and you know what? And then it got me thinking, what if G4 did come back? And then and then they released this teaser. Like, did Jeff Keighley know G4 was coming back? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he did, because he's like the fucking king of video game hosts slash media slash journalists, whatever you want to call them. But, like, good God. I. It, so, I need you to understand something. G4 is single handedly the most important television channel of my childhood. And I will tell you why. It was through G4 that made me understand why I love video games. It was G4 that made me want to, I swear, and this is how old I'm showing my age here, but I say showing my age, but even though I am 26, but only 26, but it's kind of shocking to me that there are people now that are in their 20s, early 20s, 20, 21, 22, something like that, that have grown up never knowing what G4 was. And that blows my mind because for me, like G4 was where everyone in my circle watched G4, loved G4 until it started going downhill when fucking NBC bought them, or Comcast or Universal, whoever the fuck it was that fucking ruined them. And the way they treated Adam Sessler, I will never forgive that, to like, for as long as I am alive. And but here's the thing: it was I wanted to be a host of a G4 show. Like when I was a kid, I said when I grow up, I want to be a host on G4. That is all I ever wanted. And then G4 died. And then, but then what happened was you saw the change in media where all of a sudden anyone could be quote unquote a G4 host. All you had, and what I meant by G4 host at that time was I just wanted to be someone that would talk about video games and get paid for it. But now that's what so many people are doing. Everything shifted. Like G4 was the YouTube, was like the gaming section of YouTube of its time. G4 was so far ahead of its time, and I would do anything, any fucking thing, to have a revival of X-Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, and to have an Attack of the Show revival with Kevin Pereira. Oh, please, God, make that happen. Because if that happens, I swear I will cry even harder tears of joy than I did when I saw The Last of Us Part 2 PlayStation Experience 2016 trailer. But then it got disappointing story, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get into that fucking can of worms. But then I just will say, I will cry even harder if Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb and Kevin Pereira come back to G4. That shit will make me cry tears of joy even fucking harder than when I saw Kratos get the Blades of Chaos again in the 2018 God of War game. I won't, like, G4 is like I'll say the original G4 before it went downhill. That was fucking sacred to me. That meant everything in the world to me. So, I don't know what's happening with G4. I don't know, like, if fucking, I hope to God NBC or Comcast, I hope whoever owned them, the company that fucking destroyed G4, I hope to God they are not in charge. I want new blood in there in charge. New blood in charge that fucking understands what it meant, what G4 meant to its fans, and I want it to be treated with love and respect. That's what I want to happen. And if it doesn't, and if I swear to God, if they fuck it up again, then then don't bother bringing it back. Because you don't take something that was so fucking important to forming who I am as a human being, and then you crush it. It's like you're taking my childhood, making me reconnect with my childhood, and then shit on it. Please don't let that happen, whoever's in charge, if by some whatever reason you happen to be watching this video, which I seriously doubt you will because no one gives a shit about me on the internet. But please, I beg you, Bring back Adam, bring back Morgan, and bring back Kevin. If you do that, I will forever be in your debt. So those are just my thoughts on this on this teaser video of G4 relaunching in 2021. Anyways, I am Mr. Gaming Guitarist. Thank you so much for watching, and please G4, please, please God, I want you to come back strong and better than ever.